The tiny Alexander, son of King Philip II of Macedon, with the Queen Olympias of Epirus, was a descendant of a lineage even nobler than what it appeared to be. His father's family was a descendant of the famous mythological hero Hercules, and on the mother's side, he had in his veins the blood of Achilles, the great hero of the Iliad. Nothing less than a glorious future was expected for this child, heir to the throne of Macedonia. The beginning of his childhood was not very different from any noble child of that time. But the watchful gaze of Queen Olympias did not miss a single movement of the boy. The mother and son bond was quite strong, but despite all the affection and care she gave to her son, Olympia avoided to spoil the child too much, guaranteeing that he would not become a soft and spineless adult. The presence of Alexander's father was seldom seen, since the king was constantly absent, expanding his empire. Soon after Alexander's birth, Philip went with his army to a military incursion. He was wounded and ended up blind in one eye. People said that the wound was a punishment of Zeus, who punished the king for having spied the union between serpent-shaped Zeus with Queen Olympias. Albeit absent, whenever he returned home, Philip spent part of his time with his son and taught him things he deemed crucial for the upbringing of a great king and general. Alexander spent the days together with the children, offspring of the highest Macedonian noble lineage, with whom he created bonds of friendship and trust that would last until his death. Among them was Hephaestion, who would become an inseparable friend of Alexander. These young children were educated by Leonidas. The tutor and their adjutants taught martial arts, music, and poetry. During that period, Alexander fell in love with Homer's Iliad, which narrates the adventures of Greek heroes during the Trojan War. During their plays, Alexander always wanted to be the hero Achilles, his distant relative. A copy of Homer's work was his traveling companion throughout his life. One day, Leonidas, Alexander's tutor, taught him the significance of honoring the gods and asked Alexander to burn incense in honor of the gods. Alexander took a handful of incense and was reprehended for that.
"What do you think you're doing, boy? This is extremely expensive. When you have conquered the incense-producing kingdoms in Asia, you may use all the incense that you want. But for now, you will burn just one."
As an adult, and after conquering all of Persia, Alexander sent a large incense box to his former tutor with the following message: "I am sending you this large shipment of incense and myrrh, and I hope that, from this day on, you will stop being petty with the gods."